What's up, V2 crew? This is Unknown here, and today is going to mark the 1 year trophy list anniversary, I guess we can call it. For those of you new to the channel, I know I've said this many times, but I was ranked top 3 in the world for PlayStation trophies, and I did have the number 100% completion account. And a year ago today, I decided to quit trophies, and I have been trophyless for a year. I guess I should say I tried to quit trophies prior to that. This last year was the only year I was actually successful. So, yeah, it was like 3 years of me just attempting to quit or saying I was gonna quit, and initially, I had a lot of fun with trophies. Initially, right off the get go, when I got the PS3 in 2011, I believe it was. And then I was initially just kind of lone wolfing it and doing my own thing. And that was fun. That was a lot of fun for a while. And then I got into leaderboard chasing, and I kind of enjoyed it for a little bit. It was a couple years of that, although it kind of just started me devolving into playing the easiest of the easy, and when the easiest of the easy started devolving into 10-minute plat stacked 6 to 8 times, it was something else. It was kind of a different scene. But anyways, there's a bunch of reasons why I quit, and I will discuss those in later videos, maybe a little bit here. And so, yeah, right after I quit, I went through periods of, oh, it was bad. I couldn't even hear the word trophies. I couldn't hear the word PlayStation, achievements. Oh, it was so mentally rough. It was mentally rough trying to quit. And then it was mentally rough after I quit. And I will say that I had PTSD, post-trophy stress disorder. It was bad. Um, and I even tried to make a new PSN account, and I literally could not earn a trophy. I I had to shut the game off before I earned a trophy. And it was some like weird indie game I got a free code for, and it was like no, I just couldn't do it. I know it's gonna sound really silly. I'm sure you guys are laughing at me at this point. Go ahead and laugh. That's fine. If it brightens your day, then it's a positive, right? So, but anyways, yeah, it was bad. And then after, felt this incredibly odd feeling not having a trophy list there. Now, games that I was playing, um, one of the first games I played was Hades, and it did let me set a lot of goals because I could kind of 100% things. I could level up certain certain stuff in there. I don't want to spoil too much, but it was. I guess it allowed me kind of to transition away from trophies in the sense I did have more of a direction in what to do in the game. But me, I was a completionist. I've been a completionist pretty much all my life before trophies existed. Is what I like to do. I like to 100% games. And I guess I still like the 100% games. It feels a little odd for me playing a game without some sort of in game tracker of completion percentage, although I have been a little more trying to focus on things like story and that being a driving force in the game. Because I was also one of the things the trophy stuff did to me, I was just blitz through the games fast as possible, don't enjoy them whatsoever. So yeah, I guess I'm on this kind of rediscovering gaming journey again, and yeah, trying to pay attention to stories is one of the things I want to work on. Another thing I want to work on was my skill level in gaming decreased so much. Like, just so much. Because, I mean, I used to go for kind of harder games. I mean, not terribly hard, right? Because even after a little while, I still was just trying to get the easy, even movie tie-in games just to level up my trophy level. But when the game started getting really, really easy, it just, I guess the repetitiveness of just the easiest of the easy and basically non-gaming, just what games can you just idle through, or what glitches can you do to make this game super easy? My skill level definitely decreased in gaming. Like, I could tell. And I want to level that up a bit. Maybe play some games that actually require some attention. And speaking of attention, my attention span also lower. And sadly, I noticed this was not even just in gaming, but just in life in general. And I feel like the constant, just, I don't know, plat spam, if you want to call it, or posting on social media, scrolling on social media, and stuff like that, I feel like that had a lot to do with it. Like, I'm kind of just like kicking myself in a way, because I used to be pretty attentive, um, but I don't know. Just last a year, I guess I really noticed it after quitting trophies. I was like, man, wow, my attention span is so much lower than it used to be. And so, gaming after quitting, let's talk a little bit more about that. I have felt a lot more relaxed and I have enjoyed things more because that rush feeling is not there. To rush to get the plats, to rush to make sure I get a hold of every game that has easy plats, rushing to compete against people on the leaderboards. And there's been some days I haven't even gamed at all. And that would have really bugged me before. Because before it was like, oh man, you gotta play the games, because if you're not playing games, you're wasting your time, you're slipping on the leaderboard, then you gotta catch up, and ugh. And so yeah, I can play games much more at my own pace, and if I just don't want a game at all, yeah, so be it. The other thing is I maintaining that 100% completion percentage was a hassle. And now it's kind of like if I start a game up and I'm not enjoying it, I still have this kind of sense it's still hard for me to drop, but it is easier for me to drop, like not complete it in 100%. So I am working on that a little bit, realizing lost cause fallacy. I mean, even if you paid for the game, at least you don't have to continue paying with your time if you're not enjoying it, and you might as well move on to something else. So, yeah. Some games that I have played that I otherwise would not have touched um, has occurred. Hades being probably the biggest one. Hollow Knight, also major player. Mario Odyssey, just wrapped that one up. Loved that one. Axiom Verge, Mario plus Rabbids, and the DLC for that. I did play Breath of the Wild. I didn't enjoy it as much as I think a lot of people do. I did not 100% it. I did drop it after completing the main story and getting a decent amount of hearts and stamina, but I didn't 100% the thing. Um, I will state that. But other stuff I did 100%, and that felt kind of nice. Overall, too, less drama and toxic communities, and less drama on social media and Twitter and all that. It's been mentally a lot better, because just one little thing just ruins your entire day, or you get roped into some forum somewhere and it consumes your whole entire day. You can't focus on anything else except, oh shoot, should I have said that? That might upset people, or whatever have you. Oh, I am glad. that is one definite glad thing. Um, but yeah, like I said, there was a lot of things that accumulated into causing me to retire, and I think I'm gonna do a series on that. Hopefully, not too negative. Hopefully, I plan on pairing each of those with lessons learned that can maybe benefit you guys. So, hopefully, it's a positive thing. Uh, I was debating going back a lot of times, but I think it was mostly just for FOMO and remembering the past more than anything. And I kind of have to remind myself that times have changed. It's a completely different scene than it was in 2011. It's going to be a completely different scene in 2025 and 2030. And I think it's going to be just even more and more trash games are going to get released. There's always going to be drama in regards to it, and I don't know. I just don't really want to deal with that right now. So, trying to, yeah, I just want to do things that are more helpful, and I don't really care too much about the leaderboard stuff. It does kind of bug me that I spent so much time trying to climb up there. I had just random people around the world that kind of knew me, which is kind of cool. But I guess it's not really going to be that way anymore. After a year, it's not like I could even climb back up if I wanted to, unless I wanted to really make myself miserable again. And then I kind of remember when I was up there, it didn't really feel all that great, and it kind of just stressed me out a lot with, like I said, the drama and continually having to play every single easy game and competing with teams. And anyways, I'll get into that in other episodes. And the other thing too, there's so many games nowadays, and I have a backlog already of stuff. It's almost not worth going back for just 1 to 2 exclusives, because there's 1 to 2 exclusives on other systems and what have you. Like, I'm just not going to be able to get to it all. And I think most people are not going to be able to get to all the games they want to get to. And I think we just got to kind of accept it, as opposed to rushing through just to get to them. Because I've been thinking about this. You're going to detract the fun from the games because you're rushing to get to some other one, even if you bought it already. But gaming's supposed to be fun, not a chore, so why are you making it a chore to just, I don't know, churn through games, we'll say that. Just to play all the other ones that you bought or that are coming out. So, I mean, I'm thinking people should be playing just high quality stuff at this point. But like I said, you do you. If you want to spam plats to increase that number, just make sure you're not like doing it for wrong reasons or to compare yourself to others, or you're addicted or something. Because I think I probably was addicted and I didn't really realize it at the time. But hey, so is life. You learn, right? So, yeah, I think that might wrap this one up. But going along with the comparing in leaderboards and stuff and social media, I did think of something the other day. It's almost like comparing yourself to Instagram Photoshops, some of these profiles, because even the hard trophies a lot of them are not getting them in a very hard way. They're glitching them or having someone else do them for them. So just looking at a profile, it's basically looking at a heavily photoshopped Instagram account at times. I'm not saying all of them are. That's definitely not true, but perhaps they are. So just keep that in mind. You don't really know the whole story behind some image online or what someone posts online. You gotta do you. You do you, guys. And game on your own terms. And if you would like to join the V2 crew, where we do game on our own terms, we try to spread positivity and be ourselves and not be influenced, that would be cool. You could like, comment, and subscribe on your thoughts on this matter here. And maybe let me know if you guys have taken breaks from gaming, breaks from trophies, breaks from other things in life, or started to approach things with different mindsets. Maybe you weren't enjoying something, you took a break, went back and started approaching it in a different sense and trying to get back to the roots of why you enjoyed it initially. I would love to hear your stories. And with that being said, there'll be some links, like I said, to post. And everybody have a good night, a good morning. Enjoy your games. Thanks so much for watching. Spread the positivity. Game on your own terms. You do you and be your V2.